Hello students, today we are reading the topic named as noun. Okay, so nouns are basically what? Nouns are the names of anything. Okay, names, basically the name of a person, place or thing are called noun. As in here you can see that block of names has been made, and then after it is written the name of a person, place, idea or a thing. Then after here some of the examples are given. In the front of here you can see on the left side, in the front of person there is written lady, then place city, then idea freedom, and then after thing is table. So basically the term noun means name. Okay, and the name of a person, place, animal, thing or idea. So now here you can see the definition of noun is given. A noun is a name. The name can be that of a living being, a place, a thing or an idea. So now here you can see the example, as in the flowchart also you have understood the same thing. Now here in the example, Vinod is a friendly boy. Fine. So Vinod is a name and boy, both are the names of a living being. Fine. Because see here, boy is definitely not a particular name, but definitely it is also used for naming something. So that's why it is a noun. I am standing on the road near India Gate. So road is also a noun, and then India Gate, both are the names of places. So here you can understand, I think, that what the noun is. Okay, name of a person, name of a place. Third one you can see soft drink and Pepsi thing, and the fourth is month of July. So it is the name of idea. Fine, as in it is the name of month, and then a time period which is called month, that is written. Now you must know that how many types of nouns are there. So now here students, you can see that how many types of nouns are there. The number one is compound noun written. Next is abstract noun, collective noun, common noun and proper noun. So we will be reading it from the right side. First is proper noun. Proper noun means specific name of something. Second is general. Okay, common noun which is generally used. Fine, as in like boy or girl. So any of the boy, for any of the boy, the common name is boy. Fine. So next is then collective noun, and then collective means you all have understood, I suppose, the group which has been named with a particular name. The next is abstract noun, where there is a talk of feelings or ideas. Fine, as in music, justice. Next is compound noun. Compound noun means where two nouns have been added and made one, as in headmaster. So head plus master. Postmaster, again you can see two nouns are there. So now I think you must have understood that how many types of nouns are there. So 1 2 3 4 5. This compound noun must be a bit difficult for you because you are learning it for the first time, but it is also a part of integrated grammar. Fine. So now I will be explaining them all with a complete definition to you. So now students, this first paragraph which I have highlighted, this is actually about proper noun. So here I am reading it. Now the next thing to know is that a noun can be particular name of a living being, place, thing or idea. So in the above examples, the examples which we have read, these one I am talking about. Fine. So here this Vinod is a friendly boy. So what has been written, you can see Vinod, India Gate, Pepsi, June are all the particular names. So such particular names are called the proper noun. So I think now you have understood the term proper noun means the particular name of something. Okay, that is called the proper noun. So now here the next is about common nouns. Now see, then what are boy, road, soft drink and month? Okay, so as I told you that boy is also the noun, Vinod is also the noun, then after India Gate is also the noun, then road is also the noun. So what is the difference in between Vinod and boy? If both are nouns, so there must be some difference. So Vinod, as Vinod is the particular name of a boy, so that's why that is proper noun, and these nouns are the general names of a living being, place, thing or idea. Fine. So these are the general names given, so that's why these are called common nouns. So basically the things which are very common, वी से ना दैट ये फैशन तो बहुत कॉमन है, ये वॉट एवर देर इज़ द थिंग्स ना, लाइक ये वाला बुक तो बहुत कॉमन है, एवरीबडी इज़ यूजिंग इट, है ना. सो एज सिमिलर दैट ये आइडिया बहुत कॉमन है, टू मेक अ मॉडल दैट इज़ कॉमन ना. सो एज सिमिलर टू दैट the things which are used as the general names, okay, those are called common nouns. So now I suppose that you must have understood the difference in between proper nouns and common nouns. So now here you can see something is written. Hence, proper nouns are the unique names of living beings, places, things and ideas, while common nouns are the names of living beings, places, things, a general name and particular name. So now here we can see some examples. The example number 1 is Nana is a good girl. So I suppose now you are able to identify it very properly that Nana is something what? The particular name, so it is proper noun. The girl is common noun. Then the rhinoceros is called Pintu. So Pintu is what? Proper noun and rhinoceros are the common noun. Next is January is the first month of the year. So year is a common noun, then after year month is the common noun, and January is the particular name of a month. So that's why it is the proper noun. So I think you must have understood all of the, now please read all of the examples so that it will be clear to you. Here you can see that I have scrolled the whole screen for you so that you can understand all the examples. So now students, the next one is collective noun. So by the name, collective means the collection, something to talk about the collection. So collection of people, group, and collection of things and all, that will be called collective nouns. So when nouns point to a group or a collection of living beings or things, that are called collective nouns. As in, for the example, you can see the first one, the police are searching for the clues. So police is what? Group of those people who investigate and find out the thieves and all. Next is the army has won the battle. Again, army is the group of people who are group of soldiers, we can say. Next is Joseph was taking care of his own uncle's herd of sheep. So group of sheep. Next is the crowd greeted the team with loud cheers. So now I suppose that you can understand what is called collective noun. Next is, see, there are certain collective nouns which you have to learn, because this will always help you to increase your vocab. Next is abstract noun. So as I told you that it is about the feeling, an idea. So when a noun points to something about which you can only think or feel is called abstract noun. Okay, so here you can see honesty is the best policy. Honesty is what? Something which is called feeling. Next is truth. Fine, truth is again a kind of feeling. Justice, again a kind of feeling, which we can say it, feeling or idea. So that's why these are called abstract noun. So whatever the names which we are giving to our feelings, that are called abstract noun. Now you can see the next is compound noun, which I told you that it would be bit difficult for you because you are reading it for the first time. So the compound noun is a name which consists of two or more words that are used together. So as I told you that here two or more words are used together. So here you can, a compound noun can be a single word, it could be a single word also. So now here you can see the first example. The headmaster was writing something on the blackboard. So blackboard, two words together, headmaster, two words together. Now here the next you can see, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law treat me just like son-in-law. Again more than two words are there. Then after, the police officer was waiting at the post office. So now here also you can see two words which are together making a single word. So now students, after reading that all the types of nouns, now here I am telling you about the number of nouns. Okay, so basically there are two types of numbers of noun. Number one is singular noun, number two is plural noun. I suppose you have read it before also. Singular means where there is a talk of single, it means one, and plural means more than one. If either it could be 2, 3, 4 or infinity, fine, it will be plural. Now the noun that has a singular or plural form is known as countable noun. Okay, so basically those nouns which we cannot count, which we can count, is countable, and we cannot count, that is called uncountable. So while a noun that has only a singular form, that is known as uncountable noun. Next you can see, as in blood, freedom. Here you can see these terms written. Okay, blood, freedom, rice, intelligence, sugar, money, ice, water. See, you can count rupees but you cannot count money. Okay, you can count blocks of ice but you cannot count ice itself. Fine. So these all words does not have any plural form, hence they are the examples of uncountable nouns. So now here you can see, students, the nouns where we can add something means uncountable you have understood. Now when it comes to countable, there are two types, singular and plural. So here you can see that how we can make singular to plural. So snakes and boxes. So you must know that there are few of the types in which we are making the singular nouns to the plural by adding s, by adding es, by adding ves, by adding ies. Okay, so here I am reading 2-3 examples of each. By adding s, this one I am reading, by adding s, snakes, snakes, cat, cats, goat, goats. By adding es, here you can see boxes, gases, buses. By adding ves, so wherever there is f given in the end, we make it ves. Okay, wherever there is y given in the end, we make it ies. Okay, so family will become families. Next is, there are some irregular. Irregular means which doesn't change. Okay, as in you can see here, sheep remain sheep, deer remain deer, child becomes children, man became men, women become women. So here you can understand the difference in between them all.